So we've had a call about a deer that's ended up in a wastewater treatment plant.
A fox that was on the road hit by a car.
This little long-eared owl hanging by a fishing line.
A beaver on the highway.
This swan with fishing line wrapped around its beak and tongue.
The skunk who was having a hard time breathing, and if it hadn't gone up, it probably wouldn't have made it.
The reason why TWC exists is to help wildlife in urban spaces. In almost every incident that these animals get injured or displaced, it's probably because humans have caused the problem. This groundhog was down in its burrow, hibernating. Unfortunately, it was in behind an industrial building where they were doing some construction, and as they were digging up this space, they dug up a groundhog. The operator, horrified to see what had just happened, immediately tracked down the Toronto Wildlife Centre and called our hotline. Fortunately, the animal didn't sustain any injury from it, but he did lose his home. So he's gonna have to stay with us all winter long. And then as soon as spring hits, back out into the wild.
That was fast.
Wildlife, when they're injured or sick or orphaned, they really have no place to go to get help without a wildlife rehabilitation center and hospital like ours. With so many different species of animals, so many different issues that they can have, we never know what's going to walk through our door here. There's a fox that came in that was very anemic, so its blood levels were quite low, and our veterinary staff determined that without a blood transfusion, this fox would not be able to recover and survive. We'd never done this before, but we're always thinking outside the box, and it was actually a great ending because that fox did recover and was released.
So we had a fawn that was brought in because she was actually wandering around a schoolyard. This fawn was thin, she was dehydrated. So when our hotline team started looking into it and they did some investigating, they found out that this fawn was in fact orphaned and needed help. So we need to raise them, we need to give them the formula to replace the mother's milk that they're not getting, and all of the care they would be receiving from their mother. We need to try and mimic that as best we can while they're in care with us, to raise them until they are old enough to be independent and released back into the wild.
I think it's really important that we're here to give those animals a voice, to give them a second chance when they do become sick, injured, or orphaned, because they are up against so much living in a city.
So it's our opportunity here at TWC to give back to these animals and hopefully heal them and return them back to their wildlife.